Well, it's very funny. Why did I pick a prolific female director? I never would have thought, if you had asked me 20 years ago, what I would be doing and what I would be a big advocate for. And it's become women in media, and just, women moving forward. And fortunately, a friend of mine had introduced me to Alice Guy Blaché, and she does have a screenplay about her life called Madam Director. And we're in the process of trying to seek funding for that and attach a director. So I then, through this process, also came to know and love Alice Guy Blaché. And she is a not well-known figure in film circles. Unfortunately, I feel like she was always below the radar, although she, had directed a number of films with the Gaumont brothers, and she's French, Alice Guy Blaché. Blaché was her married name. Then she originally started out as their secretary, but had expressed an interest in all of this new technology, and their philosophy was, well, as long as you're getting your work done, dear, you can go make movies and deal with all the equipment. So then she became a salesperson in the United States for their equipment, and then went on to actually have a studio in New York, and then ultimately moved and had her own studio built called Solex in Fort Lee, New Jersey, which Fort Lee, most people don't actually know, was really Hollywood before there was Hollywood. That was the Wild West, certainly at the turn of the century, the early 1910s, 1917, when she opened her studio. I feel like she was really just a storyteller and was interested in telling stories and using people, and she certainly was employing a lot of people. I think that was also a time when a lot of women, more women than you would think, actually worked in the film business. A lot of women were editors, and through this various interest in her work, I mean, just seeing old articles that the studios would advertise for girls, because of course even at the time they were just referring to ladies as girls to come and edit. So I think she was just a storyteller, and wanted to share and create, and thought this was an interesting medium that was just different. Well, I think it was just out of her interest, and I think many things that become something we all do is that somebody was just playing and discovering what this new technology could do, and she certainly was a forerunner in be natural while acting. So it was a precursor to a lot of what we know. And so she moved from silent films, and had quite a career in that, to some of the sound films as well.
Did she have a moment in the sun?
Unfortunately, she really never did. I think she just faded into a bit of obscurity, and then did come back herself personally to start to look for her work and salvage them. And fortunately, the other component of our speaking engagement is to talk about film preservation. The New York Women in Film organization does have a film preservation committee, and they do actually seek funds and preserve films, and have in fact preserved a number of Alice Guy Blaché films, and we will screen at the library Mixed Pets, which is one of her films, and it's a great comedy. And I have seen them before as well with a pianist, and we fortunately will be having a pianist with us at the library. We're just trying to get a hold of a piano right now, but Rachel Franklin, who is a musicologist out of Silver Spring, Maryland, is going to be joining us. Catherine Weiler will be joining me on the panel. We are both members of the Film Preservation Committee of the New York Women in Film chapter, so she'll be coming and speaking specifically about film preservation.